Well, when I heard class sizes were increasing next year, I didn't know it was going to be quite this extreme, but here we go. Thank you, good afternoon. It's such an honor to be a part of this special day, so I'd like to start by thanking the senior class of 2017 for including me as a part of it. When the senior class officers first asked if I would speak at graduation, my first thought was, really, you want me to speak? Let me explain that reaction to hopefully offer some perspective. This year marks the end of my third year of teaching. For all of you guys sitting in front of me, this is your fourth and final year of high school. While the senior class may feel they have learned things from me throughout their time at Monona Grove, I too have done some learning. From the moment I entered this building, each and every one of you made me feel welcome. You have consistently showed me what it means to be a Silver Eagle. I came in pretty comfortable in Carolina blue. Go Tar Heels. But throughout our shared time at MG, my definition of pride for the color has strengthened. When I started to think about what I would say today, I first decided to consider why the senior class would choose me to begin with. My first thought was, oh, they must want another lesson on the quadratic formula. I quickly talked myself out of a math lecture, realizing it wasn't right for the occasion. My next thought was, maybe they think I'm funny. But my mom would probably just say, well, looks aren't everything, so. Plus, there's a pretty small audience that actually enjoys my painful math jokes. You know who you are, Kevin Gentner. After that, I remembered how basically every other day I get confused for a student. So maybe in some weird way, the senior class felt like I was one of them. Going along those lines of being young, I settled on the following explanation. Only 7 years ago, I found myself in a seat, just like all of you, graduating from high school and wondering what the next, less calculated move would be. Since that day, I've moved across the country, studied abroad, graduated college, and started my career. To an outside observer, it seems as if I almost have my life in order. I'm flattered that you think I've got it figured out. While I certainly don't have all the answers, I will try to impart as much of my infinite wisdom to you as possible over the next few minutes. I will do so by sharing a list called Mr. AG's Do's and Don'ts. At the end of each semester in pre-calc, I share this list with my students, many of whom are graduating seniors. While some items are goofy, some have a more meaningful message, all are based on experiences that have shaped my life. I normally just read the list, and that's that, but since this is a graduation speech and all, I figured I'll add a few more details in as necessary. So in no particular order, here are Mr. AG's do's and don'ts. Don't forget that ice cream can fix anything. A bad test score, a bad breakup, a bad hair day, anything. And if ice cream isn't your go-to, there's always pizza. Do make time to have fun. There's a saying that goes like, if you love your job, then you never work a day in your life. Now, I'm not sure this is actually true. Don't get me wrong, I love teaching, but there are plenty of days that it feels like work. So if you don't allow yourself the time to also have fun, then what is all of that work even worth? Don't worry about eating alone. It will feel incredibly awkward at first, but it can be a nice mental break from everything. This applies to anything from eating to going to a movie, listening to live music alone. Do plan a trip, even if it is to the next town over to go ice skating. The biggest adventures can come in the smallest packages. This next one is for anyone who has more schooling ahead of them. Don't worry if you get none of the classes you wanted. You are freshmen, and it will take you 3 years before registration day does not cause tears or extreme anger. When our parents went to school pre-computers, Registration used to be a mess. Students would need to run around campus and physically sign up for classes on lists their professors would post outside their class. Nowadays, registration is all online. It's a completely smooth process. Every year, the website crashes right when you try to click register. Or you set up the perfect schedule, and 5 minutes before your slot opens up, 3 of the classes you want are full, and you're back to square one. One perk of not getting the exact classes you want is that you will take something that surprises you, and maybe even pushes you out of your comfort zone. Who knows, maybe that one course you didn't plan on leads to a change in your major, or even your future career. All right, enough about school. For those of you that like Snapchat, just know that out in the real world, Snapchat won't be blocked. So we've got that going for us. Since we all snap so much, here's a don't related to our favorite app. Don't screenshot too many snaps. I mean, that should be obvious. The whole reason I'm snapping this weird picture of myself with dog ears and a tongue sticking out is so that there's no record of it 7 seconds later. And then you have the audacity to screenshot it so it lives forever. Screenshots can divide friends, so just be cautious. On a more serious note, do keep in touch with your high school friends, but don't let that keep you from enjoying where you are and the new people you are with. True friends will still be there, even if you lose touch for a while. To accomplish this, do live in the moment. Be present in everything you do. It's easy to regret things from your past or fear things in your future, but challenge yourself to suspend those worries and just live. Don't be afraid to ask for help, whether in school or in life. We all need a support system in order to thrive. This next one is pretty simple. Do you. There are very few times that you are given a fresh start in life. As I always tell my incoming freshman students, the start of high school is a unique time where you can decide the person you want to be. The same thing can be said of when you leave high school. Whoever you were, whatever you may have done, can be left behind, and you can morph into a more refined you. Maybe you change your study habits and work extra hard at a subject that you are passionate about. Maybe you try a new instrument or a new medium of art that has always interested you. Maybe you finally get the courage to come out of the closet to your friends and family. Whatever it may mean to do you, only you can do you. I'm gonna do me, you guys do you. Okay. Do things outside. What do I mean by outside? Let's perform a partial fraction decomposition. Okay, for all you non-math nerds, let's break this into 2 pieces. First, do things outside of the box. Don't ever get too content with comfortable, for it's when we push ourselves through new experiences that we allow ourselves to grow the most. The second meaning is the literal one. Do things outside, as in outdoors. Try hiking or camping, plant a vegetable garden, or simply go for a walk. As I look back of all of my memorable experiences, almost all of them took place outdoors. Don't stop fighting for what you believe in. Even if it seems like the cards are stacked against you or people aren't playing by the rules, stick to your beliefs and stand up for what you know is right. Do sing karaoke at least once with a group of friends and have fun making complete fools of yourselves. The embarrassment is fleeting, the memories are forever. Don't forget to celebrate your accomplishments, no matter how big or how small. So now, I would like to practice my last don't by helping you, the class of 2017, celebrate this huge accomplishment. 4 years, 5,400 hours, 324,000 minutes, 20 million seconds. That's a lot of Snapchats. No matter what units you use, The time you have dedicated to MG has left an immeasurable impact. Congratulations, class of 2017, and good luck. Thank you.